Working on the sport volleyball and hitting a ball off a net. So hitting a ball off the net in volleyball can somewhat be a very common occurrence. This is allowed as a playable ball as long as the player does not touch or interfere with the net. When retrieving the ball, then the ref will then blow the whistle as a foul. The ball can still be hit up to 3 a lot of times before the ball is so-called dead. If the ball is being served and hits the net but lands on the other team's side, the ball is still in play and is not retrieved. If it is not retrieved, the serving team receives the point. So some cues for performing the skill is first being ready and attentive and bent down low at all times. So it's kind of like being down in ready position at all times. Basically the same as in any sport. Quickly moving towards the net before the ball hits the ground. Obviously you don't want the ball on the ground because then it becomes a dead ball. Retrieve the ball without running into the net or interfering with the net, or reaching under the net, as that's not allowed. You can't reach under the net at any time or cross your arm to the other side. Obtain the ball with a successful way of passing to another player on your team. This more than likely happens with a bump pass where you hit on the forearm part of your hand. Just because if you reach down to kind of set the ball under the net, it's a little bit impossible being that far down to the ground. Some common errors is being inattentive or not in the correct stance when the ball is coming your way. Tripping and or falling can happen when doing a dive to try and get the ball faster before it hits the ground. Interfering with the net or hitting the net when going for the ball, and making an unsuccessful pass to one of your teammates once you have reached the ball. Again, sending is sometimes kind of hard, or bumping the ball incorrectly, like on your fingers or your knuckles. When you do that, it kind of makes the ball ricochet somewhere else. How to fix common errors is always being ready and on time and in the correct stance when the ball is coming to your side of the net, so your team's side. Picking up your feet and learning how to move quickly without accidentally tripping or skidding your feet. Skidding your feet's a little bit common in volleyball because you're always kind of having choppy steps and reaching or diving for the ball. Learning how to retrieve the ball very closely to the net without interfering or touching it. Lastly, learning how to retrieve the ball close to the net or to the ground quickly and being able to pass to a teammate successfully. So I'm in the process of moving, so I really don't have the correct supplies to do this, but I'm going to kind of use this carpet here as a net, or height of a net. This works. Okay, that's not really gonna work, I guess. I'm just gonna leave that there. Say the ball is coming your way. This is your opposing side of the net. This is your team side of the net. The ball is coming over. It hits the net right here. I'm gonna put this down because it's a little bit hard to show. Depending on where the ball falls, if you're right here, the ball hits the net. You don't want to hit your body into the net. Say the ball is right here. You want to get under it, hit the ball over without touching the net. Again, if it comes too low to the ground, you want to dive yourself down to the ground. It's a pretty easy skill to learn, I would say. The main part is just learning how to play very close to the net. So that's those 3 people up in front. How to set the ball is important as well, and how to bump the ball correctly without ricocheting the ball somewhere else. This is something I would, if I were coaching volleyball, to teach everyone, just so you're not playing the net or getting your body in the net.